Well, if any of you are an FX stan, well, let's be honest. We knew this was coming. They're clearly disbanding, and now this is the first person to leave. I mean, they're not gonna be FX with three members right now. That's no, that's not gonna work. But I mean, I've been following Amber here and there, and what did I notice that were bad signs? Well, for one, like I think a few years ago, she complained that SM wasn't giving her work. She wrote about it online to the public. Plus, there's proof is because she would always be in people's YouTube videos. I remember it just be so many random YouTubers would be vlogging, and there's Amber. It'd be like, dang, what? Like, because usually K-Poppers, man, they're always on the clock. They can't just be in people's vlogs, especially the big name ones like FX. Like, that just wasn't a good sign. FX was going downhill even more, after Soli left. We'll get to Soli a little later. But, yeah. And a few months ago, Crystal said she didn't even want to do music anymore. And look, we got... I mean, I don't know what the heck Luna is doing. I think she had a solo project or something. But, Victoria is somewhere doing acting. And yeah, of course, Crystal got into acting too. But I wouldn't say that necessarily was the reason that fueled the disbandment of FX. To me, literally, when Soli left, it just went... That is the truth. Literally, when Soli left FX, they just started to go down. And by the way, I have nothing against Soli. I've actually never thought anything she did was weird or just like, there's a lot of people that really hated her when she left, and anything she did on Instagram became blown out of proportion. But yeah, it's true. That made a lot of fans angry, that she left. So they created this hate, which is terrible. And I feel like I agree that it was bad that she left early, because Soli was, I mean, they've only been around for a few years when Soli left FX. I mean, they had a good amount of years, but they still weren't even quite at a massive, huge level of, like, they weren't even close to veterans yet. But they were such a successful group. Very, very successful. Their debut was amazing. La Ta Cha Cha, or sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. But if you've never seen that video, it was crazy. I mean, at the time, there wasn't a group like FX. La Cha Ta. Okay, FX, La Cha Ta. 10 years ago. Jeez. A decade ago. I mean, there really wasn't a group like them. A girl group quite like them at the time. And for those youngsters, this is before Red Velvet existed, so take that into consideration. I think they were just still training. Oh man, there's already like a goodbye comment on La Ta Cha. Yeah, this song was like very, very like poppin'. People are in love with this. I just thought they were so cool and so unique. Like, they had everything. They were on fire. In a good way. You get what I mean? Every song they had was like a hit after hit after hit. They were one of the first girl groups to be trending on YouTube. What was it? Electric Shock was trending. I mean, I think they've had other ones too, but Electric Shock, I believe, was their first song, at least, that was trending on YouTube. I mean, a lot of groups copied FX till this day, or not copy, but the inspiration goes to them. Like, there's so many rookies right now, or just groups that have kind of gone out of being rookies. To me, man, they give off FX's flavor and vibe and style. So, I mean, that's crazy. Like, cause I mean, they were literally dominating everything. There's FX, FX, FX everywhere. But all of them are just, they're not even really talked about right now. Even Crystal, Victoria, Luna, they're just not really in news or anything. You know, they were on everything, variety shows constantly, just every whatever. You'd see them everywhere. Now it's like the only news is bad news. I mean, it's so, man. I used to love watching, like, they did a lot of cool traveling shows. I mean, there's a specific one they did where they visited LA and other countries, and it was so fun watching them. You're like, it was so amazing to see this young group getting ready to take over. They still did fair, like they did good after Sully left. They were still doing okay because Four Walls was popular, and I believe that one was trending. That was a dope song. I mean, that's a cool song. I still listen to that. FX Four Walls. Like, so that was 3 years ago. Oh, God. FX. So I believe that was technically their last whole song. Golly, man. Please look them up. Trust me, guys. If you're new to K-pop, all their songs, man, they influenced so many groups. Like New Bio. That song was freaking cool. It still is cool. Hot Summer. Chew was very popular. Man, Rum Pum Pum Pum. They just, like, I'm looking at it and like, man, yeah, a lot of rookies. Like, everything is like, oh, FX. I mean, I'm not saying FX is the only influential group, but definitely top 10. There's a lot. They helped shape girl groups. I mean, because they were hot fire. They made everything, they gave a lot of ideas, to a lot of these companies that exist that saw them, and they probably still to this day go look at old FX videos, oh, hey, let me do this and that, oh, I'm gonna take a bit of this sound. So it's just crazy to see that they're doing nothing and they're pretty much done for. They're disbanded, okay? Unless somehow they reboot FX. They have some original members with new ones, which I just don't think is going to happen. I don't know. I think Luna could possibly stay solo. Like, I feel like she would love to continue to sing. Victoria, I don't know. I think she's doing activities in China, correct me if I'm wrong. And she has a career in China if she leaves SM. So, damn. Crazy to look at New Bio. That was already 9 freaking years ago. I remember like it was yesterday, blasting some of these songs from the past decade like it was, today. So, I mean, Amber just lives in LA. I mean, I've noticed that, well, obviously, I mean, I talked about it. But yeah, she's in a lot of videos based in the US. So I see her in a BuzzFeed video. She had a cool little solo, Shake That Brass. That was actually pretty cool. So, I mean, that's already been 4 years. God damn. FX is sorry. I'm just seeing so many of their cool songs. Red Light. See, I remember all their, like, even though you don't listen to them, Even though it's been years since I've heard them, I just know them. I mean, that's how hot they were. Four Walls is sick, man. That's a dope, cool little track. I could say, yeah, this is one of the only girl groups I could say where I had every one of their like hits on a CD playing at one point, or MP3. And here's a cool video. You know, there's already people talking about FX.
What happened to FX?
There's a guy named Internet's Nathan. Oh, I am subscribed to him. I haven't watched this, but he made a cool video on what happened to FX, and I'm definitely gonna watch that. It's official. I mean, it's not official, but it's pretty official. So, you know, I mean, we know now there ain't gonna be no FX comeback, okay? That's unless they reboot the group, like I said. You know, I'm still gonna cheer them on because I love them all. Well, especially Crystal, because man, it's been a while, but I used to be obsessed with Crystal. I'd watch all her K-dramas and this and that. So, I mean, I hope she does something, because I actually don't think she's been in any TVs or movies lately. So it's kind of like, I mean, honestly, they could probably walk around and no one recognizes them at this point because of how their popularity has died down. You know, it's, man, so crazy. They were the ones always on music shows winning, and now it's like, you know, they're just, yeah, there's groups like FX, you know, that give off the FX vibes, but you can't replace FX. I literally saw their video release back in 2009. Jeez, yeah, I've been around longer than you guys think, and what a different time, you know. Back then it was 21, you know, they were battling 21, Wonder Girls, Girls' Generation, 4 Minute for sure. 2 PM was still a hot boy band. I mean, Big Bang, of course. Big Bang lasted for a while until past 2 years, but Big Bang was truly crazy back then. Super Junior was still huge back then. Yeah, what a different time. What a, you know, time. K-pop. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching, especially if you're a new viewer, because you watched until this point of this video. I hope you hit that subscribe button, because I would love to see you next time around. See you guys later.